Have you ever opened your electric bill and wondered why it's so high, even though your usage looks normal? If your utility uses demand or time of use billing, your costs could spike just because of how and when you use electricity. In this video, we'll break down how these charges work, how solar affects them, and what you can do to keep your energy costs under control. First of all, what exactly are demand charges, and then what exactly are time of use charges?
So basically, what these things do is ensure two things. Ensure that the utility has enough funds to make sure that everybody can use the highest amount of load that they need to use, that they use it at any time throughout the month. And secondly, electricity is going to be more expensive at high load times on the grid than it is going to be on lower load times. So demand charges essentially is the utility saying, okay, what's the highest amount of electricity used at any given point in time throughout the month? We're going to bill you for that. Even if the rest of the time your load is low, if you spike at that one time in the month, we're going to bill you for that just to make sure that we can always get you that high amount of electricity when you need it.
Right.
So that's the demand billing side. On the time of use side, basically that's trying to say, okay, electricity is more expensive when everybody wants it. Right. You know, middle of the afternoon, everyone's running their AC, it's going to be more expensive. Middle of the night, nobody's awake, it's going to be cheaper. So that's what time of use rates are, trying to account for the different costs of electricity at different times of the day.
Will solar help impact either the demand or the time of use?
Maybe.
Okay.
So on the demand side, let's say your peak demand is in the middle of the night. Solar's not going to help you.
Right.
For most businesses, the peak demand is going to be in the day sometime. And so solar might help you. But there's probably going to be that one rainy or snowy day every month we're using peak load and the solar is not producing much. In that case, we certainly can't guarantee that solar is going to help you. Now, you could install a battery storage system and set it up so that it can reduce those peaks. That's certainly a potential option. On the time of use side, again, the times when electricity is most expensive are probably going to be in the morning and in the afternoon when everyone's home, before they go to work, and then when they come home at the end of the workday in the afternoon. That's probably going to be the peak times. Solar kind of coincides with that, but not perfectly. So solar is probably going to fall some into that peak, into that higher cost time, and some into a lower cost time. So again, you could use battery storage to help push your production into those peak times if you want to.
Even if solar doesn't eliminate the demand or time of use charges, what strategies can we use to manage them?
Yeah, well, I would just encourage customers to think about when they're using electricity and think about when they're peaking out. Maybe they can set their machines so they're not all running at the same time. Maybe they're running at different times. That would be one strategy you could employ. Another idea is to charge your EV at night rather than the middle of the day when electricity might be more expensive. The bottom line here, Warren, it's going to vary per customer and it's going to vary per utility. And it's going to vary depending on what rate plan you're on. So you have to look at your electric bill, see the rate plan, and then think about some of these strategies to move load around. Maybe not necessarily reduce overall load, but just move it to more cost-effective times.
What tools are available to help customers manage both demand and time of use?
So for demand, one of the things that I think about is a customer could ask us to come out and install a meter at their service, and we can measure how they're using electricity and make some recommendations. That's a potential for the demand side. As far as time of use, one of the things to look at there is we could also install that meter and measure when electricity is being used. There are other tools like load management tools, smart panels, and that type of thing that can measure what circuits are using power and when they're using power. And that can help you kind of think through and understand, are there ways that you can shift some of that load to a more cost-effective time?
Right. Understanding how your electric bill works is key to maximizing the value of your solar investment. If you're considering solar, start by using our free price estimator tool at paradiseenergy.com and linked in the description below. It'll provide you with a quick estimate of your installation cost based on your location and electric bill. And when you're ready for exact numbers, request a custom quote from our team of local experts. But before you go, make sure to subscribe for more honest solar insights and drop your questions in the comments. Thanks for watching.